Good day, my name is Angelo, and this is Channel Up, your most preferred channel where we give you updates on true crime, mystery, and lifestyle, and a touch of updates on Nigerian celebs, and also touch on African politics. Thanks for joining us. If you're new here, come on, you know what we do here. You have to follow us up and then subscribe, and don't forget to tap the notification bell. All right, now stay tuned.
It's true. Alassane Ouattara, the president of Ivory Coast, has been toppled. Yes, this is the really old man. He's actually 83. And the rumors is that basically he has been unalive, but we don't know that. But this is the guy that was chosen by Michael Langley to help assassinate the president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore. And he has been overthrown. My brothers and sisters of Côte d'Ivoire, you got the memo. You got the memo. You need to topple these dictators. You need to topple these people who have sucked every ounce of your blood in order to give it to the colonizers. My people of Ivory Coast. So there are videos of jubilant crowds celebrating in the streets of Ivory Coast. People are overjoyed because this man has been in power since 2010 and 83 years old. It is reported that he's a billionaire and his children are all billionaires. And so he has just been filling his big old gut with all the money from Côte d'Ivoire. And now he has been overthrown. West Africans, you are leading Africa. You're leading the way, guys.
All right, talking about trending stuff, far away West Africa, rumors were so viral in Cote d'Ivoire on Wednesday yesterday about an unconfirmed report on a military coup amid high political tensions that have engulfed the West African country. Now, social media reports sparked alarm with claims of alleged significant violence and internet disruptions, going further to fuel speculations that President Alassane Ouattara had either been captured and unalived by the coupists or the coup plotters, or he had fled the country, just one amongst the two of them. Now, according to reports, allegedly over 33 deaths were reported between the 19th day of May and 20th day of May amid a media blackout and widespread unrest that could escalate into a civil war, according to reports. Despite the huge concern about the coup, all the major channels in the country have not reported news about the coup as at the time that this update is being given. All right, now, even right now as this update comes to your screen, the Ivorian embassy in Nigeria, in Abuja, Nigeria, I beg your pardon, was yet or is yet to react to the rumor. But an Ivorian source from the Economic Community of West African States Parliament, ECOWAS, in Abuja, who does not want his name in print, according to the leadership newspaper, dismissed the rumor coup as fake news. Now, Cote d'Ivoire is not new to military coups. Let's be very sincere about that, all right? And also, Cote d'Ivoire is not new to political volatility, let me call it that. Notably, the crisis that engulfed that country after the disputed 2010 election that was settled by a civil war that went further to lead to the deaths of over 3,000 people and all. Let's not talk about that. Now, the cocoa producing country has been a regional hub for a long time. On May 14th, 2025, African Global Logistics announced a 60 million euros investment in inland logistics to strengthen the country's transport infrastructure. All right, this move aligns with Ivory Coast's robust economic growth, averaging over 6% annually in recent years, and its ambition to also enhance connectivity across West Africa. So a coup at this particular time could actually roll back this achievement and could once again endanger the country's political landscape amid the expectation of a coming election in October this year, 2025. Now, this coup, if confirmed to be true, could dent the reputation of the country. I'm trying to see the effects now, which has been relatively stable since the crisis of 2010. Now, it may also strengthen the surge of military takeover of democratic governments in West Africa. We've seen different countries do this: Niger Republic, Burkina Faso, Mali. The region is grappling with coups, especially in these countries I've mentioned, which have prompted the three countries to pull out of the regional bloc, the Economic Community of West African States, and go further to form the Sahel regional states. All right. However, the country's recent stability and economic progress suggest that a complex situation would rather take place rather than an immediate descent into chaos. All right. Authorities have not commented on the alleged coup yet. That is why we are still calling it a fake news. And until credible evidence emerges, the claims on Twitter, formerly known now known as X, remains speculative. But eyes are on Cote d'Ivoire, trust me, as events continue to unfold. There have been viral, protests. There have been people taking to the streets, carrying placards, asking for a change of government. There have been lots of various public buildings burnt down and all. So this actions cannot just erupt or emerge as a result of hearsay. All right, there must be something under the sun that is yet to be exposed. And trust me, maybe the Ivorian government don't want to say anything yet, but trust me, according to what we're seeing, not just on X, what we're seeing from in other platforms, and what we're hearing from people who are in these countries, there is a problem. There is a problem taking place in Ivory Coast. If there is no problem, then there is something that is going to emerge or emanate in the next few days from Cote d'Ivoire. Okay, so as tension grips the region, the international community continues to monitor the situation with growing concern. Regional stakeholders, including ECOWAS and the African Union (AU), are expected to issue statements or deploy diplomatic missions to verify the situation and maintain peace. With the memory of past conflicts still very, very fresh in the minds of Ivorians, there is a kind of collective hope that the current uncertainty will not spiral into a full-blown crisis. That is our prayer. The silence from major news outlets and the Ivorian government itself goes further to add to the confusion that shows the urgent need for transparency and communication, especially when it comes to this kind of cases. All right. Now, furthermore, the economic implications of such unrest are very, very severe and dire. Trust me. A military takeover at this critical juncture could not only reverse years of developmental progress, but also affect investor confidence and regional trade. All right. Now, Ivory Coast's position as a key economic player in West Africa places it at the heart of regional integration efforts. Any political instability now threatens to derail critical projects and weaken the country's leadership role in the region. So if you ask me, I will say the people of Ivory Coast, or Ivorians, seem to be tired of the sort of governance that they have been under for a very, very long time now. All right, what could be the issues in play here? Now, they've seen neighboring countries like Burkina Faso, headed by Ibrahim Traore. They've seen neighboring countries like Mali. They've seen countries like Niger Republic, thrive in their own coup plots. All right. So they have decided to take the bull by the horn and fight. But if you ask me, I feel that Ivorians are living well. I feel they are living perfectly fine. I feel their government is a kind of stable, especially after the chaos in 2010. But from what we're hearing within the last 24 hours, that means that somehow there seems to be, or there is, allegedly there is a sort of let's say a political conundrum, or let's say administrative bottleneck, if I would call it that way, in Ivory Coast. All right. Now, from the videos you've seen on your screen, there are burnt government institutions, there are burnt government offices, there are burnt public buildings and all right. People have taken to the streets. There is nothing that can make people take to the streets if not a revolt or a revolution. All right. So if you ask me, I feel to a high degree that Ivorians feel that they have been pushed to the wall so far and they have bounced back. All right. So in conclusion, while the situation remains unclear, it is very, very imperative that calm and a constitutional order should prevail, especially in Ivory Coast. As a concerned observer and supporter of democratic stability in Africa, I stand in solidarity with the people of Ivory Coast. All right, their resilience through past adversity is very, very commendable, and I earnestly hope that peace, truth, and justice will triumph over uncertainty and fear. The world is watching. All right, the world is watching, and so are those of us who believe in a stronger, united, and democratic West Africa. Come on, if you've been watching us this far, like our videos, share them. Don't forget to drop comments for us in the comment section. And if you're watching me for the first time, tap the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you will be opportuned to see my updates, especially as important as this one is, firsthand when I drop it. Before I go, don't forget, my name is Angela Himalayas. See you. Bye.